The controls for the flight deck lighting are located on the forward overhead panel and on the outboard panels of the glare shield. Three incandescent dome lights, two forward above the captain's and the first officer's seats, and one aft light behind the captain's seat, provide cockpit general area lighting. Integral instrument lights, panel faceplate lights, and floodlights provide panel illumination. Semi-portable utility lights and chart and map lights provide miscellaneous lights for pilot individual use. The flight deck dome lights are variable intensity lights, but go to full brightness when the light override switch is pushed to on. If normal dome light electrical power, ground service bus, is lost, the battery bus automatically powers the forward lights at a fixed intensity. If normal electrical power is lost, many lights are automatically switched to the standby AC bus. These lights are the standby magnetic compass light and floodlights for the forward panels. In addition, the integral lights for essential instruments on the left forward, center forward, and the overhead switch panel are also switched to the standby AC bus. The rotary dim bright switch allows the dimming of all indicator lights on all the panels. However, the standby power off light on the overhead electrical panel cannot be dimmed. An indicator light auto bright system provides two levels of illumination for all indicator lights. The system automatically overrides the dim selection of the indicator light selector and switches the indicator lights to full bright for the conditions shown above.
The emergency lights illuminate the passenger cabin and the routes to the emergency exit doors via aisle path lights and the escape slides. These lights are powered using battery packs as an emergency electrical power source. The lights can be turned on manually or are normally armed to come on automatically in case of a failure of the normal lighting system. The emergency light switch at the aft end of the overhead switch panel controls these lights.
With the switch in the armed position, all emergency exit lights and aisle path lights illuminate if normal electrical power fails or is turned off. The switch on position activates the lights without an electrical power loss and illuminates the amber unarmed light. A corresponding ICAS advisory message of emergency lights is generated as well. Selecting the switch to off prevents emergency lights operation and illuminates the unarmed light. A number of different light systems make up the exterior lights. Included are landing, taxi, runway turnoff, position, anti-collision, strobe, and wing illumination lights. The controls are located on the forward overhead switch panel. On this frame, you can turn the lights on and off by use of the free play panel. The wing landing light intensity is at maximum only when the landing gear lever is in the down position. The nose gear landing lights and the taxi light work only when the nose gear is down and locked. A taxi light switch is installed on some aircraft. The taxi light can only illuminate if the nose landing gear is down and locked. Note, for some aircraft there is one steerable taxi light, but for other aircraft there are two taxi lights that are not steerable. When winglets have been installed, the position of the lights are slightly different as shown here. Click Next to answer some questions.